Everyone died the same way in Pompeii. That's the story you've heard. Ash doesn't discriminate, right? Wrong. If you were rich in Pompeii, you were significantly more likely to walk away. If you were poor, enslaved, or simply couldn't afford a horse, you probably didn't. This isn't the story of a volcano. It's the story of who gets to survive a disaster and who gets left behind. And honestly, it's not that different from disasters today. Pompeii wasn't one city. It was two, layered on top of each other. Wealthy Romans lived in sprawling villas with private gardens, multiple exits, and, crucially, the means to leave whenever they wanted. Slaves, laborers, and the poor lived packed into small apartments above shops, often with one way in and out. When the earthquake tremors started days before the eruption, wealthy families had somewhere else to go. Country estates, second homes outside the city. Guess who didn't have that option? Here's the part that gets left out of most Pompeii documentaries. Escaping required resources. A cart, a horse, someone who could take time off work without starving. The archaeological record backs this up. Skeletal remains show a disproportionate number of victims found in cramped housing and near the docks, where the poorest residents were still trying to escape by sea when the pyroclastic surge hit. Meanwhile, analysis of skeletons found in the wealthier villas shows many residents had already fled before the worst of it. The famous body casts, the ones burned into your memory, are disproportionately from the city's poorer, more densely packed districts. When the pyroclastic surges hit, it didn't matter how rich you were anymore. But by that point, most of the wealthy were already gone. The 18 hours between the first ashfall and the deadly surges were, brutally, enough time to escape, if you had the means. For everyone else, the choice was stay in a cramped home hoping it would pass, or flee on foot through streets already filling with ash, competing for space on overloaded boats that couldn't take everyone. Modern archaeology increasingly reads Pompeii not as a random tragedy, but as a case study in disaster inequality, the same pattern we still see today. Hurricane evacuations, wildfire zones. Who has a car? Who has somewhere to go? Who can afford to just leave work for 3 days on a hunch? Pompeii wasn't an equalizer, it was a mirror. The mountain didn't choose who lived. The city's own inequality had already decided that, weeks before it even erupted.